Hello, kits. Okay, you're getting an extra video. Well, this is less extra video and more like video to replace the lack of video on Sunday. So, this particular Scooby Month video is going to be pretty simple. I am going to talk about specifically something that I've noticed in the Scooby community that I don't agree with, and that's hating on Scrappy Doo. Now, this is not me saying that Scrappy is world's greatest character. That is a separate video entirely, and that might be posted Saturday, I think. Yeah, probably Saturday. But this is a video where I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't bash on Scrappy Doo and why we shouldn't enjoy Scrappy being the villain. Now, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and as usual, here's my usual legal disclaimer. These views and opinions are mine and not Iron Zebra's. Iron Zebra can disagree with me if he wants. I don't think he's actually really seen stuff with Scrappy Doo in it, and if he has, no. But, yeah. So, the reason I'm bringing this up is I want to give y'all some context here of how do people hate Scrappy Doo. Like, it's so, the hate for Scrappy is so prevalent that I remember at one point when I was younger, on the Cartoon Network website, they used to have a game where you could actually throw tomatoes at Scrappy Doo. Like, that's how, like, I don't, okay, I could be remembering that game incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure that was a game, unless that was a fever dream or something. No. I really dislike the hate for Scrappy Doo. If you don't like Scrappy Doo, that's fine. You don't have to like Scrappy Doo. You just can't hate. Well, okay, rephrase that. You don't have to like him. If you want to use the word hate, fine, but I would prefer you not. There are worse characters in this universe than Scrappy Doo. Much worse. Now, in the case of if we're saying animation as a whole, anime included, especially if we're including anime, there are a lot worse characters than Scrappy Doo. Like, much worse. Hello, Dad from Full Metal Alchemist, anyone? Yeah. But if you don't like Scrappy Doo, I want you to. I'm going to try something here in a little experiment here. In the comments down below, name only one reason why Scrappy Doo is terrible. And you can't say annoying, because that's what most everyone says, and that's not fair. Now, if you were going to sit there and say, excuse me, and it doesn't have to be one word, it just has to be one thing. So if it's a sentence, that's fine. But, like, if you're going to say annoying, no, that doesn't count. I'm talking, it would have to be something like, if you're going to sit there and say, I dislike Scrappy Doo or hate Scrappy Doo because Scrappy Doo's, the intentions of the character are not aligned with the rest of the gang, okay, you could say that, maybe. Or he's nothing like Scooby, so it kind of just like too much, or he's, I get it. But I love Scrappy Doo and I think he's adorable. I see the point behind making Scrappy the villain in Scooby Doo is it Monsters Unleashed? No, wait, that's the sequel. Is that the sequel? I don't remember. Okay, in the first Scooby live action film. I get why they made him the villain. It was a joke. The joke being, hey, everybody hates him so much, why don't we just vilify him literally? And, like, I can take the joke, but as a Scrappy fan, I find it offensive. But I laughed at the I laugh at it now because I understand the context of why they made him the villain. But when I was younger watching the movie, I hated it because they made him the villain and it bothered me because I've always loved Scrappy Doo even from the get go. Even when I first started watching Scooby Doo and saw Scrappy, I was like, oh, I love Scrappy, he's adorable. Side note: we need more Scrappy Doo plushes at Walmart. You need to start stepping up your game and selling Scooby Doo plushes more regularly and make them obvious to find on the website. Because I actually tried to Google specifically Walmart because I was like, I want to get me a Scooby Doo plush. I didn't want to order it online. Well, I couldn't order it online. But I was like, I want to get a Scooby Doo plush at the Walmart. So I Googled it. And I can't find one. Like, ugh. Like, okay, let's rephrase that. I can, but they have them on the website. Like, for sale through a third party. So Walmart's basically pulling an Amazon. And No. I wanted to be able to walk into Walmart and say, walk into Walmart and walk down the toy aisle and grab a Scooby Doo plushie. Because I love me some Scooby Doo that much. Scooby, like, okay, but like there's two reasons. Number one, I wanted it so I could have the extra prop for my costume because y'all saw that yesterday. But number two, I just want more Scooby. I don't have a Scooby Doo plush in my collection. I don't think I ever have, and even if I have, I might have misplaced it. So I need to find me one. Because I would very much like to have a Scooby Doo plushie for my collection. Because I like collecting. In addition to my love of Harry Potter and Scooby Doo, I also love having stuffed animals. Because they make me happy. And also, I'm gonna admit something, and I don't care. And yes, I know this is kind of a sidetrack, and I'm sorry here, but the sidetrack kind of doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of a sidetrack. But I still sleep with some because it makes me feel safe and comfortable, and yeah, I don't care. It helps me feel comfortable because I know there are people out there that are like, how dare an adult enjoy a stuffed animal and sleep with it? Well, to you I say, how dare you hate some? How dare you not? Because it's like super comfortable. Like, I mean, it's feel safe. You're nice and warm and snuggled up with them. And if there's like, if you're in a situation where you're sleeping and say you have a nightmare or something, it is good to have something to hold on to so you can hold it and feel safe. And not just that, too. They opened the hospital because, like, I have been. I'll give you a prime example here. Uh, well, actually, that'll be a separate video. I'll do a separate video about the stuffed animals because I'm getting off on a tangent, and I'm not going to make this a random ramble. I'm going to try to cut those back. Back to the main meat and potatoes here. Scrappy Doo. Please don't dislike Scrappy as much. You don't have to like him, but at the very least you could stop saying he's a terrible character or stop saying I hate Scrappy Doo. If you really dislike him, there are better options. So, example, you could say, I dislike Scrappy and tell people why you dislike him. Or just don't watch the Scooby stuff with Scrappy in it. That means omitting a whole bunch of Scooby's franchise, but oh well. Rather than watching the episodes with Scrappy in it and getting upset about Scrappy being there, just ignore those episodes. It's kind of easy to do, especially now with streaming services. You can watch Where Are You and the new Scooby movies, skip 13 Ghosts, and the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy show just fine. Although, Scrappy aside, I still wouldn't skip it. Okay, Scrappy included or not, don't skip 13 Ghosts because you'll be missing out on Vincent Price. And damn if Vincent Price isn't amazing at what he does. So yeah, please, you can dislike Scrappy, but don't be mean about it. Like, there's a difference between... Okay, there's a difference between I dislike Scrappy because he's a terrible character and I don't like Scrappy because Scrappy's a bit of a mess. That's different. Like, don't call him a terrible character. What you should say is he's used too much and I feel like he was overly dependent. Or rather, they were overly dependent on him back in the day. That's fine. Say that. But all in all I'm asking y'all to do is to stop hating on Scrappy Doo so much. You don't have to like him. That's fine. I'm not expecting you to like Scrappy Doo. Quite the opposite. If you don't, I'm not going to sit here and beg and plead that you guys like Scrappy Doo. I just want you to just treat the character with some respect. He deserves respect. Okay? Welcome to my TED Talk. I know it was a stupid TED Talk. I know there's better things I could have said for Scooby Month. But this is an extra video. You got your Scooby Month video